Hello friends, I have a random Tell Me Anything reading. I pull cards quite often off camera, and if I think it's an interesting enough or if the energy's strong enough, I put it on camera. So what I've got here is someone who it feels like they've had some very profound realization of truth, or like they've got it's like they see clearly all of a sudden. It's like profound knowledge. um so it's come through with the mountain and gnosis. The mountain card is talking to me about that higher perspective, but not just looking at the outer surface, looking at what's inside as well. And it's also kind of giving me, oh, look at the lover underneath that and the nectar. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. Okay, that gives an interesting underlying thing here to this reading. That is like the romance and like healing. That's like love heals. Um, so yeah, the mountain, the ascent. It's like this person's perhaps they've just gained a higher perspective on their own situation. Perhaps this person has been out hiking. You've got this woodland down here. If you think about the saying, "I can't see the woods for the trees," it's because you're in the woods. But when you get out of the woods, you get a kind of clear perspective on things. So I'm talking metaphorically, but it could be literal for someone. I don't know. Maybe someone climbed to the top of a mountain and like looked at the world and kind of felt their place in it and got this like sudden profound deep truth. But it's also kind of giving me, it looks like a window to me today, at night time when somebody's looking out the window, when they've got this big floor to ceiling windows, and it looks really warm inside, they've got the lights on. It's kind of giving me that vibe. So I don't know if somebody has like a house on a mountain or something like that, but however that plays out, I'm going to read the card to you just so you know the actual the meaning that the creator of the deck gave that card. I'll just find it for you. I hit my knee right before I started this reading. I hit my knee really hard on the handle of my drawers that I do the reading on. It's really hurting me. I'm going to get a big bruise there, which is going to be very attractive. I'm just looking for the... Why is it hiding from me? What are we on here? Why can't I find it? There we go. The ascent, the peak, the insurmountable. The mountain stands eternally in our awareness, calling us towards its peak. It stirs up stoic and regal feelings, reminding us of the long line of spirits, sages, sadhus, and gods that make their humble thrones within its snowy peaks. Beware, though, as the mountain can affect us in two ways. It can inspire and even enliven us to rise to new heights and peak experience, yet it can also create isolation, competitiveness, and an inflated sense of self. Standing upon its heights can activate the purist and the perfectionist in us, creating separation from those that we deem to be below. No matter how high you ascend, remember that it is within the core of the mountain that the gems, minerals, and jewels reside. If you think it is all about going up, you're following the fool's path and missing the miner's magic. Now, so this could be talking about career, somebody going for the career goals. They want to make some money, they want to get to the top of the career ladder. We do have a bit of money stuff going on here in the center of the reading. So if I go to Gnosis as well, as I say, this is one of the cards that the more profound cards, the ones with when we're going through something that affects our soul quite deeply, these are the cards that kind of come out. Innermost knowing, mystic truths. True knowledge is not found in facts and figures in scholarly books on library shelves. Rather, Gnosis points to the deep and timeless archetypal wisdom that arises from the felt experience of having touched the unknown with every one of the senses. Those who are drawn to Gnosis find themselves in esoteric studies, likely involving mysticism, alchemy, healing, or perhaps science. Knowing is their calling, and not knowing is their job description. So there's this knowing and not knowing, right? No matter how far, it's like a deep inner knowing, and like an unexplainable deep knowing is how it's coming through today. No matter how far the alchemists take their studies, they come to the ultimate conclusion that facts slip towards mystery, and soon the mystery results in facts. This card signifies a knowing that is life-changing. Again, it feels life-changing. It feels like suddenly having a higher perspective. It's like suddenly seeing the true colours of all the people around you, like their motivations. It's like everything has come to light for somebody all at once. This card scene, blah, blah, blah. Once you experience it, you are forever changed and become a guardian of Gnosis. The eternal mystery is calling you. Study your passion in the deepest way available to you. So when light, contemplating the mystery and unanswerable questions. When dark, over-intellectualizing and literalizing and asking others. So this feels like somebody who's not asking other people's opinion anymore. It's like they're going within and finding that inner truth, that inner knowing. It's like maybe literally going off on a hike on their own, you know, a little bit of a journey kind of thing, and spending time alone and really figuring out who they are and what they want, and you know what their soul's calling is. You know, somebody else's advice may work for them, but it doesn't necessarily work for this person. This is it's a deep inner truth, a deep realization. Like they've really thought things through, I think. So what does it say as well? Those who say they know don't, and those who say they don't know know. So it's weird because I've been getting a lot of this kind of duality of like everything existing at once. So the light and dark existing at once, angels and devils inside one person. You know, it's the same, or like truth and untruth together. It's just this real, like everything is one, everything is part of the whole. There is no this and that. It's just what is. I've been getting this through for a few readings, so I know it's a deep one, right? Very profound. You've got the Mother of Swords on the underline of this deck. So the Mother of Swords sees very clearly. She has that higher knowledge, very clear, rational knowing. She's also prepared to cut boundaries, to draw boundaries, or to cut people loose if they no longer serve her. At the moment though this sword is down, I feel like somebody has this deep knowing, this deep truth, especially in regards to the character of people around them, but they're not taking action yet. They're almost like resting on a truth, and perhaps watching people and seeing how they act, like how. So knowing what they know, they can then look at these people from a different angle, is how it feels. Okay, so the bat is here, and the coffin, and the hanged man. So I don't know if this is all in regards to this person on the right. I'm just going to kind of move this over a second. So this person here that's showing as the raccoon is also shown with the mature man card. So this is a mature man. Now, I don't think it's the person watching this reading, because normally the person watching this reading would be the main male. So yeah, even if you are a mature man yourself, it could be you. It's more likely to be this is a different person. But anyway, this is talking about a mature man, a mature male. Could be a father figure, grandfather. It could easily, mature man and coffin, it could be somebody who has passed away, perhaps. Now the raccoon, let me get the book for that. The raccoon, to me, wears a mask. They don't reveal their true nature, and they're quite secretive. So it tends to be like Seven of Swords energy, sort of creeping around, doing things behind the scenes, not showing people who they truly are, is what I get from the raccoon. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that this person is a bad person. Sometimes people kind of play the cards close to the chest, because it can be strategy, right? It can be... it doesn't necessarily mean this person's a bad person if they're just being secretive, is what I want to say. And it's coming through the Hangman as well, which talks about a change in perspective or seeing things from different angles. But there is some kind of, the Hangman talks about being quite stuck and being unable to move. I feel like if this is somebody, they may be able to move soon, just because we have this Hangman card with the bat with the wings around it. And then here we see the bat in flight. So it could be that somebody's going to have an opportunity to spread their wings if they've been feeling quite stuck. But I'm going to read the card. Talented, shadowy, in hiding. Raccoon energy is at play within all artists to a greater or lesser degree. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, and skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or creative tool. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success. Sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask works in an artist's favour. Other times it limits creativity. Am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I'm ready to grow into something more? Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. So sometimes it's kind of talking about how we're perceived and the the burdens that places on us. Sometimes if people see us in a certain role, it can be very hard to kind of break that mold and do something different, because we're dealing with people's expectations of us. So it could be that this person's established themselves with a certain character, especially if they are in the spotlight or a performer in some way, and it may be difficult for them to innovate their character and show who they really are. Is what I want to say there. When in balance, generous friend, exceptional artist. When out of balance, competitive, starving artist. To bring into balance, make new work. Okay, so we've got the Hangman here, number 12. Sorry, I've just had my dinner, so if I'm a little bit burpy and a little bit rumbly, that's why. It was very, very nice. It was pasta and like fresh pasta. Like I bought it, I didn't make it. I'm not that clever. Like pasta and sauce. It was really, really yummy. And then I don't know why I'm telling you this. Maybe this person cooks. Maybe it's like a celebrity chef. I don't know. And then I had these like new. They were like vegetable like balls. Vegetable balls, but I don't know what they were. They were a bit like an onion bhaji, but they were really, really nice. And I dipped them in tzatziki, and it was perfect. So I really enjoyed my dinner. I don't know why I'm telling you that. Normally when I ramble on about something, it has some bearing on the reading. So perhaps this person is a bit of a foodie. I don't know. Sacrifice, letting go. I don't know why I said it like sacrifice, like Elton John. Many people talk about the art of letting go, but what does it really mean? How do you achieve it? The Hangman has all the answers. He's the master of non-attachment. This card implies there's a sacrifice or a difficult or painful situation coming up in your life. Though you naturally want to resist and struggle through it, be more like the Hangman. Find stillness, open your eyes, and use this new perspective to learn something. You're stuck here either way. I mean, it could definitely be this person here. Perhaps they do feel like they're in hiding at the moment. Perhaps they've gone off on some kind of retreat where they need solitude to gain that different perspective, to gain knowledge, right? This person could also be considering moving, like taking a vacation or traveling the world with this globe here. There is a bit of light and dark to this card. There's a light that's off and a light that's on. So yeah, gaining a different perspective. The song that randomized for this specific character was Shake Your Bonbon by Ricky Martin. I don't know, maybe he offers people bonbon sweets, or maybe this person's called Ricky or Martin. Shake Your Bonbon Baby, I don't know, but he does say around the world in a day, and he talks about the Himalayas, so that could be relevant. Okay, moving on to the hyena. This is my least favorite character in this spread today. I don't like them at all. I'm not a fan of the hyena card in general anyway, even though I give them the benefit of the doubt quite often. It does talk about someone who can perhaps be a little bit two-faced, and you know, they laugh, and they're a bit of a creepy animal. So sometimes it can be perspective the way you look at somebody, but with the Mother of Cups in reverse, and sudden wealth in reverse, I'm getting a really negative energy off this person. So I'm going to read what it says. Again, I don't want to kind of excuse me, I made a funny click with my mouth. I don't want to say anything negative about somebody that isn't there. So I kind of want to let the cards talk for themselves. I'm having trouble to speak right now. I don't know why my words are coming out as a jumble. That could be a trait of this person. But it says humour, wit, sarcasm. The hyena personality is a jokester and a crowd pleaser, but below the surface there are unfulfilled dreams to be realised. When the hyena card appears, it's time to reflect on your reliance on sarcasm and humour to express your truth. I can be a bit sarcastic, so I do feel that a little bit myself, but this feels like a really negative energy, and I'll tell you why in a second. Are you using jokes to hide old resentments in relationships, or to mask things that you feel uncomfortable discussing? What would happen if you took your goals seriously? When in balance, which I feel it isn't, when in balance, charming, witty, fun to be around, but when out of balance, which is how I feel this person is at the moment, scrappy, petty and suspicious. to bring into balance sobriety. So maybe somebody who does drink a little bit too much, especially with the Mother of Cups in reverse. Now, the Mother of Cups in the upright would be a really, really lovely character, very loving, very nurturing, very giving, very emotionally stable. In the reverse, this is somebody who's a drama queen, emotionally unbalanced, yeah, very, very petty, not a nice character. It's coming through as well as being really jealous today, or resentful, or with the hyena, it's like, it's almost like can't deal with emotions, so they're going to be mean, is how it's coming through. So I'm going to read the description of the Mother of Cups. I'd like you to note that it is very much firmly in the reverse, and the start of this description is the upright version. Towards the end, I think it's talking more about the character that we see on the table today. So, Mother of Cups, insightful psychic. The Mother of Cups rivals the High Priestess with her natural psychic abilities. She's gentle. She's a gentle, tranquil woman whose insights bring healing to those around her. She thrives when amidst her family, the arts, and the music or beauty of any kind. Like a true swan, when the mother... Right, so... This is the thing, right? So this person has the potential to be all those beautiful things, but at the moment they're in the reverse, and it says, like a true swan, when the Mother of Cups is pushed, she becomes aggressive and defensive. She'll commonly see herself as the victim when distressed in a situation. So, yeah. And then there's sudden wealth as well. So, sudden wealth in reverse. So I feel like this person could have lost money in a situation, and they're being a little bit vindictive about it. They can't emotionally deal with it, so they're being really petty and seeing themselves as a victim in the situation. 777 in reverse and 11 in reverse both tell me that this is not destiny. It's not, this person's not good at the moment. I don't want to say that this person's always not good. I feel like, you know, if this person could get that emotional balance and get in the upright, then, you know, they would be all those lovely things. But at the moment, for whatever reason, and I feel like it's because they've lost money in a situation, I think they're not showing well. The song that clarified this was another kind of Spanish singer. It's funny that I had to check that I wasn't on, like, you know, like I didn't have like some kind of like Spanish filter on on my playlist, but it was I'm Your Man by Enrique Iglesias. So I don't know if somebody's had trouble letting go of somebody, or if this is somebody who's having trouble letting go of someone else. It's you could be a million miles away from me, but I'm your man. It's coming through as possessive. So this person could be possessive. It could be that there's been a breakup and this person's having trouble letting go. Yeah, you could be kissing another man's lips, but I'm your man. So it's like this person's not letting someone go, I feel. I don't like that. I don't like that energy. This energy is particularly confusing because it's one of my favourite cards, the Dolphin card, and it's come through with this gift, which seems gorgeous. At least it seems gorgeous on the surface, but it's got the devil energy attached to it. So it is the devil in the upright. I feel like there could be something here. There could be some kind of codependency, some kind of addiction, some kind of something that keeps somebody chained. This is a chained energy, but it's coming. This is the most, that is the most difficult energy for me in this reading, and this is the one that's upsetting me the most. The dolphin is such a beautiful energy, and I really feel like what's coming through with the dolphin and the gift is very similar to this, like the healing. Like, I feel like this is this energy, it's the same energy. However, it could be that this person has the gift. You know, things like the bat and the dolphin, they have, you know, echolocation and sonar and things like this. So there's this sixth sense that these two characters have on either side. It did talk about this person being intuitive, but I think in the reverse it shows that their intuition is blocked. So it could be three people who have a shared intuition, you know, a shared psychic space, possibly. What's coming through is this person is recognizing that this person is a gift to them, you know, or that they're sharing their gift with them in some sort of way. And the devil here is telling me that the song that randomized for this was the Olivia Rodriguez song. Again, Rodriguez, that's a Spanish name, right? So three Spanish singers. But it was, Driver's License by Olivia Rodriguez. So what I was getting through from it was somebody who's has been in a relationship, but they're really, really struggling to let go of it. This person is coming through as possessive, and I own you. I don't know if this person feels that way about this dolphin, and that's why the devil's attached to them. This person is being owned by this person, possibly, you know, you're mine, that kind of thing. But it could also be coming through with the Olivia Rodrigo song. It's like this person could have been hopelessly in love with somebody, like really, really loved them and still loves them, and they're struggling to get over this relationship. It's almost like love it as an addiction. You know, they feel chained by their connection to somebody. It upset me, it made me cry. It came in with the same energy that made me cry in a Tell Me Anything reading last week, where it was somebody preparing to release someone preparing to let go of a connection because it was too painful to hold out the hope. And what was making me cry so much in that reading was the knowing that they were going to have to let go. It was so difficult. It was one of the most painful readings I've ever done, and it came in with a very similar like thumbprint of that pain. So yeah, somebody's a bit obsessive, I want to say. But here we go. So the dolphin, again, this is the truth of these different characters. Innately intelligent, healer. Again, you've got what the lover and the nectar there. The nectar is a card about healing. So love as like healing love. And if you look at the colours as well of these cards, like look at the similarity of the colours, where everything else is dark. Everything else is dark. Except for the truth that's surrounding this knowing. And the sky here. Innately intelligent, healer, light, blessings. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts, as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of the spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming into contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day. I almost feel like this person has had the profound effect on this person. And thus your life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on the way. When in balance, active healer, strong spiritual practice. When out of balance, which could be why the devil is here, but they are in the upright, I want to say, they underestimate their own power. To bring into balance like-minded spirits. So make of that what you will. As I say, a Driver's License was the Olivia Rodrigo song there. So really interesting that it's 3 Spanish artists back to back. Okay, so what do I want to do with all that? I'm going to see if I can help you further understand each of these characters by getting a few words for each one. So can you tell me more about the raccoon, please? Can I get a word for the raccoon? I've got angelic. That's really interesting. So no flies on this one, hey? Tell me about the hyena, please. Patience. That's a bit scary. Yeah, that feels like revenge is a dish best served cold is the energy that I'm getting off that one. And the dolphin, please. The dolphin. I'm hearing happy-go-lucky. Play. Okay, so make of that what you will. I do want to get you some advice. I'm just working out which deck I want to use. I think I'm getting pulled to my new Angels deck, Angels Among Us. No, actually, do you know what? I think I'm going to go Wisdom of the Oracle. And I'm going to get the relationship messages. And it's going to be advice for how to deal with each of these characters. So can I get... So for the person, whoever has had this profound wake-up call, it feels like a profound truth, a deep knowing. Tell me, please, can I get a relationship message for this person here who's represented by the raccoon, the mature man, and the hangman? Relationship message. Observer. Yeah. That makes sense. I said here, feel like this is the main person. Like how I said that they're kind of resting on the truth and just kind of watching, like waiting, watching. If it's not you, then this is how to deal with this person. 49. Sometimes you just can't see the forest for the trees. No way. I love it when it confirms stuff like that. You can't see the forest for the trees in your way. Feelings can get all jumbled up, and you often hear one thing when a person says another. It can be like an echo of an unresolved past experience dubbed over your conversation. Take time out before you react. It's likely the other person has no idea how his or her words have affected you. Take a few steps back. I mean, that explains why the Hangman's here, right? It's almost like he's cocooning himself as well. He's protecting himself while he takes a step back. He withdraws and he thinks about what's been said. You know, it's not a knee-jerk reaction, which could explain why this person's showing as a mature man. They've got a mature attitude, you know? Take a few steps back and lend understanding to the situation. Have faith in your connection and trust that you can come together. Take to the higher ground. Take to the higher ground now and cultivate curiosity about what you observe in yourself, in others, and in the landscape. You will find things much improved sooner than you know. Okay, so that was your advice there for if you're dealing with the raccoon, or if you are the raccoon. If you are dealing with the hyena, or you are the hyena, let's get some advice for you. I don't think the hyena is going to be watching, guys. Unless they're trying to figure something out. It says time to go. You've got 2. You've got time to go and loyal heart. It's over. At the very least, the form this relationship has taken is no longer of service to you or the other person. This is a time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion. That doesn't mean anything is lost. Although this card could speak to a breakup, drifting apart, or the end of a soul contract, it's more about release than destruction. Remember the saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, walk away. Now, I don't know if this loyal heart is going to be connected to this, because it seems like a bit of a juxtaposition, right? So maybe loyal heart is with this, but I'm going to read it and you can decide for yourself who that relates to. But it did say that somebody's having trouble letting go. Now this feels more vengeful. This feels more like ownership. This person, if this person's experienced a breakup, this person's saying that person's mine, I love them, therefore they're always mine. You know, they need to understand how to release people. This person, if this person's experienced a breakup, they're seeing it as, I still love that person, I'm so sad that they've gone, but they're not impacting on that person's free will. I don't think. In that song, my throat's closing up, so someone's having trouble saying how they feel, I think. It's a very different attitude to breakups. Someone had a reading like this last week where it was, I remember talking about, it was like someone wanted to follow the dreams and they were so used to their old partner clinging to them, that when the new partner said, yes, I think you should follow your dreams, they took it as like, oh, they don't love me. Like, they don't love me because they're not crying and being over emotional and begging me to stay. And it was like, no, this person understands that you've got your own dreams and wishes and they wouldn't want you to not go for them. So very, very different attitude there from these two different people, I want to say. Your partnerships, friendships, and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness, and a loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you as loyal in return? Now is the time for heartfelt commitments and trusting in divine protection. So, a question about loyalty there. And perhaps one person wanting to leave a relationship and the other person seeing themselves as being loyal. I don't know. So this one here, the dolphin with the gift and the devil. Can I get relationship advice, please, for anyone, either the dolphin or anyone dealing with the dolphin? Can I get relationship advice, please, in regards to this dolphin card? imagine. In matters of the heart, it's easy to daydream about another as a means of connecting to that person. While that's romantic, if you want this relationship to be real, you need to go for it, not just dream about it. With the devil there, it's like somebody can't get someone off the mind, I want to say. Now is the time to move beyond the daydream and into the reality, beyond illusion and into fruition. Relationships are about relating. So step out. So funny. The Tell Me Anything reading that I did today, the coffee break quickie was Shut Up and Dance With Me. The song came through twice. It came through as I was preparing to do the reading, and when I asked for an advice song as I was uploading it, the same song came on again. I've got like thousands of songs now on my like songs. So yeah, so it says relationships are about relating, so step out onto the dance floor where imagination partners with manifestation. The message of this card is that a person with attributes you have imagined will enter your life. You'll be changed for the better. Imagine that. I'm getting strong Libra Pisces energy from this, which is funny because we've got Libra here and Pisces here. You may want to go and check out the Pisces reading that I did. Is that the Lover's card? No, it's the Magician. I thought it was the Lover's card underneath. I was like, no way. So yeah, strong Pisces Libra energy here with this. This is also Capricorn. Cancer and Capricorn both had this card recently in a reading. This is Gemini energy for me. This is Cancer energy for me. This is Aquarian energy. The Observer, the Fox is Aquarius. This is almost King of Swords energy, which would be Aquarius. The Hangman is Aquarius for me as well. I don't really have a sign attached to the Raccoon at the moment, I don't think. Maybe Aquarius strategy, but so Aquarius, strong Cancer, Gemini, Capricorn, Libra, Pisces, if you were interested in any of those. So I hope this reading was helpful for you. Chaos and conflict on the bottom there. Yeah, leave me a like if you like. Leave a comment if anything is particularly resonated, or you've got any thoughts that you'd like to share. Keep the vibration high, please. Stealth watchers, you're always welcome here. Thank you for joining me and totting up those watch hours. It's really helpful, much appreciated, even if you do want to come in like this Raccoon. Yeah, hit the notification bell, subscribe, like the video, all that business. Share with friends if you think it's their story and it feels appropriate to do so. And as always, it's just a story, so if it fits, wear it. If it doesn't, it's somebody else's story. Do take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye, guys.